My videos are for ages 18 and above or cannabis patients alike. I do not use or promote the sale of any illegal substances. Let's get right to it. What is up, y'all? Hope you guys are having a good day. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we got a story time, second story time in one day. We're going in today. Before I go any further, let me get a bong rip. Hold up. Cheers, fellas.
Keep smoking. Smoking dope.
Shit. All right. Woo. Excuse me. That one was actually bigger than I expected. All right, let's get right into the story time. So this day took place in senior year. Now, I had a couple classes that were bullshit, that were easy, some that were hard. And this class was the easiest class I've ever fucking had. Easier than PE. Like, I didn't even know that shit was possible. But this class was so fucking easy. And it was about a newspaper, right? So all you had to do was, by the end of every month or every 3 weeks, you need an article about something. And it could be about fucking anything. Anything you want. You just need backup, research, and cite your evidence. And I did that shit in like 20 minutes, literally. And it had to be 400 words or more. And I would do like a 600 word article, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or nah, I'm exaggerating, maybe like an hour. I'm not gonna lie, an hour maybe, but still, it ain't shit, you know? So, and I had a whole month or like 4 weeks to do that. So every day I was on my phone, every fucking day. And on this day, the teacher just so happened, I would walk in, right? I had my earphones, just like always. I would always listen to music, always. And I think I was listening to like Travis Scott, Sweet Sweet. And I was listening to that shit. And then I walk in and I don't see my teacher. And I'm like, huh. All right, okay. I sit down and then I see a projection screen and a movie's already playing. The lights are turned off. And I'm like, bet, let me find out. Someone walks out of the office where the teacher normally walks out of, and it's a substitute. And then she's like, all right, good morning, guys. My name is Miss S. I'll call her Miss S. You know, we're just going to watch a movie today. Your teacher won't be here. He has other things that he has to do throughout the school because he was involved heavily in the school programs. So he's going to be out in the field. So we'll just watch a movie. And I think it was Home Alone. We're watching Home Alone. I was like, bet, okay. So she sits down, and at this point, I always used to carry a bong, Angel's bong, because we always used to match.
My bad on that.
Yeah, so I always used to bring his bong all the time, and I had my weed, like a combination of our weed and his bong.
Yep.
And I would carry it, right? And so she's sitting down, and the teacher, she sits in back of us, so the whole classroom is watching the screen towards us, but the teacher is all the way in the back so she can see everyone. And so I'm watching the movie, right? I don't have the urge to smoke yet. I'm just watching the movie. And then for some reason, I don't know why, man. I don't know why. I look back, right? And I notice the teacher's gone. So I walk out of my desk. I walk to the office area. And I notice there's no one there. I look in the hallway. There's no one there. There's other classmates, but there's no teacher. And everyone's just watching the movie or doing whatever the fuck they want. People are like hanging out and shit. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do my own shit, you feel me? I go to my fucking, my seat immediately because I knew if I do this, it has to be now. No time to waste. And then I go to my fucking desk. I pull out the backpack. I pull out Angel's bong. I pull out a little bit of my weed that I had. And I knew if I put too much, it's gonna dank. Obviously, it's the whole fucking classroom's gonna dank and I'm gonna get caught up. I don't want that. So I put a little bit, but I'm not saying like a fucking little stick and shit, but like just enough. You know what I mean? Just enough to get me baked. But I took multiple. I took like 4 or like 3 snaps, I would say. 3 snaps. And then like the homies, like I had some classmates that I was cool with, you know. I knew they smoked and they knew I smoked because they knew that I would sell bud And they would sell bud themselves too. They grew their own weed, or they had plugs too. So they were talking and shit. They were talking out loud, right? And then they stopped. They were quiet. And I was packing the bowl, like my second one, right? And they're like, hey, yo, is that you? I look back and I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, trying not to be sus and shit. He's like, bro, are you hitting the bong? And they're like, oh shit. And everyone's like, oh fuck. Everyone's pulling out their phones and shit. And I'm like, I'm trying not to be fucking like attract any attention, you know. So I'm trying to keep it cool. Like, nah, you know, like, nah, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling, you know. And then like, and they're like, oh fuck. I look back down, you know. I look back, I make sure no one's there. The coast is clear. I pack the little bowl. I light that shit up. I take a hit, and I hold that shit in, you know. And I'm like, I exhale, and I'm like, ooh, like I have to exhale downwards, because if I obviously exhale upwards, everyone's gonna see that shit. So I have to slowly exhale downwards while blowing like with my hand on the smoke. So I did that, and then after that, I look back at me like 2 minutes after me, right? I don't know. I just had the urge to look back, and then a staff was right there. Like, they just came in, bro. They just came in. And I was like, oh, shit. I looked towards me like nothing happened. I'm trying to watch the movie. So my face is facing forward, but my arms are down with the bong. And I slowly move it towards my backpack. I slowly put it in, and I try to not make sound, because they're smelling the weed and shit. And then they're like, I zip my backpack, and I try to be as low key as possible, like try to move slow, smooth as possible. And then they're like, oh, it smells fishy in here, you know what I mean? Like, it smells fishy. And then we're like, what? You know, the people in back of me, the classmates, they saved me, man. They were also with me, like, what are you talking about? Like, we don't smell nothing. Like, smell what? And they're like, you don't smell that? And then everyone's just like, no. And everyone, all the classmates stood quiet, bro. Like, they didn't want to say anything. So they didn't say yes or no. They just didn't say shit. And then the classmates in back of me, they were just like, nah, like, what are you talking about? And then he was like, you know? And then he stood still, like, so he came in to take the rest of the period to take charge. He was the new teacher. So he sat down and he just watched everyone, like, he supervised everyone watching the movie, I guess, for the rest of the period. I was so fucking scared, bro. I thought he was gonna call in the deans, all the security guards and shit, and search everyone until they get the person with the marijuana. And I'm like, bro, I was so scared, man. But they never did. The period ended. I went to my third period. Like, dude, I was so fucking scared. I went to my third period. It happened, man. Enjoyed the rest of my day, like always. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have a crazy story, leave that shit in the comments down below. Let me know where you guys are from.
Yo,
Peace.
peace.